This is Rebecca, the Steampunk Planner. We are going to go ahead and do a quick review. This time I'm going to be setting up my planner for the month of May in stages because I'm really getting into being very decorative in my planner. We're going to get into this real quick. I'm going to start with Wednesday because, as you know, in the beginning of this month, I shared with you that our loss of Wednesday had occurred, and it has not been very easy. I have happily decorated this up, and I'm going to send a kudos out to Chewy. I do know because when our other animals have passed and we notified them because they were each on prescription food, that Chewy did send out a bereavement bouquet, and they did with Wednesday, and that is what I have added in here. I did do a second memorial in my book for him. He's just been greatly on my mind, but I want to share with you a little something that I have done, and I am getting it settled here. Let me take and put some tissue, and I'm going to lay these down. Because I am not able to have children, my animals are my children. And yes, I apologize for my nails. Did have one unexpected explosion here. My Diamond Happy Holidays took a tumble and blew up all over my desk. So I am still getting ink out from under my nails because it blew up all over me. It was hilarious. Anyway, so these are dedication charms for each of our little guys and girls. Lupa, when we first got married, my husband had Lupa, and she was a German Shepherd Greyhound mix. And then after she passed, we brought Madison, who was a calico, into our family. With Madison, we wanted to bring in another, and that was Rain. And she passed away actually in October this past year. So unfortunately, Madison passed away, and Rain did not handle it. So we brought in Bean, and Bean was our Russian Blue. I'm not going to go through and tell you when all of them passed. I will tell you more about how they entered the family. I did forget to mention that Rain was a Siamese Maine Coon, and she had the most beautiful coloring. She kept her Siamese look, but was so beautifully colored. And if you go back and see the memorial for her on my channel, you will see her beautiful, amazing coloring. Then came in Maggie. Maggie was our beautiful black cat. She had the most beautiful blue eyes. She thought she was a dog. From the moment we brought her in the house, even though we didn't have dogs, she played with balls and she would fetch and everything. So while we were out getting barbecue, there was a cat that was not doing very well outside. And instead of having dinner, we rescued this beautiful cat. The place we were eating was Woody's. So our cat became Lily of the Woodies. She gave us so much amazing love. She was so unique of a cat. She was a tailless cat, definitely a Maine Coon mix. We're not sure what else, but she was a beautiful, beautiful gray cat. And then lastly, we had Wednesday. And Wednesday came in one day. We came home from church, and he wrapped himself as we were coming into the house around my husband's legs, assuming that he would disappear when we opened the door. Instead, he walked in and laid down on our couch, and that was the last addition to our family. And interestingly enough, he is the last one to have gone. Each of these I have chosen because of specifics. Knowing each of our cats, each charm, Getting the right words has not been easy here. But each of these charms sings beautifully of each of our kiddos. So this is what I do and hold around my neck as a memorial to all of our kiddos. And we are blessed to have had them in our lives, even though it has been difficult losing them. So on to the next. I did start to do some sketching on this intro page for April, and it just feeds off of everything else that Catherine created in the vinyl. I did show you making my pocket, and in this pocket does have, there we go, the beautiful portrait by Leoba in there, and it fits in beautifully. I'm going to back this up a little. Somehow we got, oh, that's right. I forgot I zoomed in on the kiddos. All right, getting back in position. This is the card we received from Chewy. And I will say I have been not only enjoying making these pages, but it has been an enjoyment even writing in them. Ever so often, I think about the fact maybe I should have just stuck with the A5, and who knows, maybe next year I will. And then again, by the end of this year, I may be getting another B5. So the Dutch windows really worked well. I did April 3rd down here, and my plan was to do here and here for one day. But it wound up being that each of them had their own day. And I went down here because this is where the top tab is. Now, I probably could have done April 4th here, but that's fine. So April 4th, and then I have April 6th, which goes over top of the 5th, and each of the pages work beautifully together. I did receive my pen, my Leonardo, which I've been enjoying using in here. So I put the little letter, and I actually used his sticker as a little tab to move this page. And then I just went ahead and used some basic pages, and then I found I really wanted to do more while I'm working on it. So I have created some more. I've added little pages. I didn't put anything under here, but I may grab a sticker or something, but I enjoyed putting my list on this page. I may do that a little more often. I received a memorial card from our vet's office, Lexington Hospital for Cats. This is just an amazing poem. It says, gentle eyes that see so much, paws that have quiet touch, purrs to signal all is well, and show more love than words can tell. Graceful moments touched with pride, a calming presence by your side, a friendship that takes time to grow, small wonders why we love them so. Had to take a moment because I didn't want to start crying. It means so much. And then I did split this page in half when I put the memorial on. I did my prayer in the morning. On the back is where I filled in for my day. I really love this. I decided this time that I would try to use the page flip where my verse went, and then on the back I continued with any thoughts. I had some trying moments that day, and I wanted to add a little bit more. Not every day is a perfect day, and you need to leave that availability in your planner, I feel, for those moment of frustrations. Now, you could very easily have used a flap like this, put something special on here, and then have the frustration hidden away because you needed to get it out, but maybe also need to make sure that the best part of the day is what's more highlighted. I also love how this looks here set up. I mean, I love how that is very Dutch door, very fancy, and I really like it. And then from here, I did go into some more larger pages just so that I can break up some things. So this is going to cause more in the book. You can see how much thicker it has gone when I started doing the Dutch doors in here. How much wider. So when you start doing things like this, then you're going to start seeing your book get wider, not to mention putting little special pieces in here. What's funny is this really blended in well, which is great, but I did cut that out and have used them on the back side. Now, today is the 21st, so I'm taking the opportunity before my house gets really busy. We have family coming in, and my best friend Ashley's coming back. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have planned out for the rest of this week. And then we're going to get into a different video where I'm actually designing everything. So I have a regular page here, and then I went through and did a Dutch window. What that means is I am going to be using for the 24th this whole area, and then the 25th will be on the inside, and the 26th is going to be on the inside. The 27th is going to be here, and this is going to look like all of this is for the 27th, though it's not. And then I went into this one is the 28th, and it has a beautiful tab to be able to go to the other side, the 29th, and then we have the 30th. And this one was a full page, but I went ahead and cut it down. And then back here, I'm leaving myself room because I am finding that some of the readings that I'm doing and times that I've been spending with God in His Word, I'm actually writing a little bit more because I'm in Psalms. And you can see this here is just for the time period, along with the list that I have spent in God's Word and talking with Him. So that only leaves me a short bit here for the rest of today. So I wanted to give myself a little bit more room in case I want to do any more discussing and or tribute to Wednesday. And now from here, we are ready. I hope you have a wonderful, creative day.